Two of the most striking bird species that visit my feeders are striking out at each other. The beautiful red-bellied woodpeckers and the extremely popular northern cardinals have been butting heads recently. Most often, it seems like the woodpeckers are chasing the cardinals away from the abundant and bottomless food source that is my bird feeding station. And the conflict isn't just unnecessary, it's petty. This guy has been licking the food, which would get him kicked out of the Golden Corral in a hummingbird heartbeat, which is a very, very fast heartbeat, by the way, over 1,000 beats a minute sometimes. Anyway, all this conflict hurts my feelings. Bird feeding brings up some of the same weird manipulative vibes that sometimes come with gift giving. You know, when you give someone a gift and they use it in a way you find disappointing or enraging. Stop fighting over the feeders, guys. There's enough for everybody. Reality check, though. I need to adjust my expectations. Feeding wildlife, it turns out, isn't entirely about my gratification. Birds are gonna bird. These are wild animals who are competing for resources, and I shouldn't expect them to wait in line or be polite to each other. Birds are not actually nice. Even though they look so great that I sometimes imagine they have empathy, I don't think they do. They're also not cruel, usually. This guy isn't licking this food to own the cardinals. He's just sorting through the pile, and he doesn't have hands. Birds are gonna guard some resources sometimes. And it's not just woodpeckers and cardinals. There's a literal pecking order. There's even cardinal-on-cardinal crime. Even doves, the very symbols of peace, are pretty aggressive when it comes to feeder access. For many, many people, birds are the most common way they interact with real wild animals in a daily life kind of way. I try to remember these birds aren't my cute friends. They're my wild neighbors. Even though I do desperately wish this chickadee was my friend. He is so cool. I enjoy feeding them and find watching them relaxing. But these birds have a high-stress natural life going on. They have to compete for food, compete for nesting sites, constantly be on the lookout for predators who are trying to eat them and their children. For me, this conflict is a window into just how hard it is to live in a natural state. To which I say no thank you. Give me a world where I can put food on the table by filming bird fights. One thing I can do to avoid contributing to bird stress is make my feeders as safe a place for birds as possible. Which is a whole other topic. Who's the fiercest competitor at your bird feeder? Do you have any tricks for reducing conflict? Let me know in the comments. And thanks for watching.